Hello and welcome to my sloppy kitchen. Today's video is actually a review of FunCakes macaroon mix. Anyone who's ever made macarons know that they are tricky little cookies and that at any stage anything can go wrong. Thus, I wanted to give a chance to this macarons mix because the procedure seems very easy. If you want to see how I did it or whether I was satisfied or not, please keep on watching. Today is the hottest day of the year so far here in Vienna, and I've decided to lock myself in the kitchen and try to make macarons again. Now, the first time that I made them, they failed miserably. I failed miserably, and the weather was horrible. They couldn't dry. It was just a disaster. So for a long time, I kind of stayed away from macarons because I was just so intimidated. And then at a store, when I was just buying something for decoration, I ran into this mixture. It's by FunCakes and it's called Macaron Mix. It's gluten-free, and basically all that you have to do is to mix this with some egg whites and just mix it for 5 minutes, and that's it. Now, those of you who make macarons know that if you follow regular instructions, it's a very tricky procedure. But I've decided to give it a go and see where it takes me. So I've seen a tutorial by FunCakes. It literally is as simple as that. You add this to your mixer, to the mixing bowl, you add your egg whites, some food coloring. I even have this gel food coloring by the same company. I'm not really keen on this shade, peach, but I'm just going to use it so that I really use everything like they did. I cleaned my mixing bowl, I have my pedal attachment ready, and yeah, let's give it a go. Let me just show you. It says that like you add everything to the bowl, you mix it, you have to mix it on high for 5 minutes, and then you spread it on macaron sheet that I have over here. I'll show you later, and you bake it or around 15 minutes, I think. Yeah, 15 minutes, either 140 degrees if you don't have a ventilator, or 130 degrees if you have hot air circulating. So it seems so simple. Let's try it out. This should basically be just almond flour mixed with extra fine powdered sugar. Now here I have exactly 70 grams of egg white that I left come to the room temperature for around, I think, 5 or 6 hours. And on the video she added like 3-4 drops. Here it says 3 drops for a very intense color. Since this is peach, I'm just going to add, well, 1, 2, 3. I think this is how much a lady added in the video that I've seen by FunCakes. Alright, pedal attachment on, and let's mix it for 5 minutes. I'm going to set my timer right now. I should have anticipated this. Alright, let's see if we can save this disaster. So I have no idea how much of this mix I actually lost, because there is a lot of it on my kitchen counter, on the floor, in the mixing bowl, around the mixing bowl. Okay, let's try it with low. Five minutes have passed. Let's see. So they say that when you actually prepare macaron batter, it should drip in ribbons once it's ready. This looks very thick to me. However, what are we doing? We are following the instructions, so I'm just going to put it in a piping bag. Okay, so this is really thick. It's so thick that I believe that I'm just going to be able to transfer it into the piping bag with a spatula. So here I have my macarons tray, my macarons sheet, and in the video the lady manages to pipe all of these little spots, and I'm not sure whether this amount will be enough for this, but let's see. And in the video she also only pipes the batter up to here, so the first of 2 circles, because then they spread out. I'm really curious. I can already see that this will not be enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 48 macarons. Okay, there is a little bit of air going on. It is really, really thick. Okay, this is completely crazy. I managed to fill all of it. Okay, I'm impressed. I have to say that I'm really impressed. So now it's 6 o'clock and I should leave this until 8, so for 2 hours, and then bake it. So let's leave it here and come back in 2 hours. Alright, so exactly 2 hours have passed and macarons look really, really, really dry. I touched this one, which looks like a sad Quasimodo, and as you can see, nothing on my finger. And look at this one looking like it has a little tail. Anyhow, I turned on the oven to 140 degrees Celsius, and when it's heated up, I'm just going to shove this and bake it for 14 minutes. Alright, so I just got them out of the oven and I'm not sure, I think they went a little bit pale comparing to the color they were before I put them in the oven, but that's fine. However, I see inconsistency, meaning that some look really nice, whereas some look, well, still like a Quasimodo. So if I lift them, you'll be able to see that these have feet. These are called macarons feet, and this one has really long feet, whereas this one has no feet at all almost. So yeah, that's the thing, and this one has sunken in. So yeah, let's see, I'm curious if I'll be able to lift them from the tray, from the mat, without breaking them, but I think that I need to let them chill and then check it out later. Okay, so I think it cooled down, but I'm not really impressed. Mostly because of the shape. As you can see, some of them have just imploded, if that's the right word. I don't know what happened to them. When they were in the oven, they were really nice. And then once I got them out of the oven, they just started, you know, looking very sad. And as you can see, there were 2 here that I had to try, and now comes a really disappointing part. They taste nothing like what macarons should taste like. First of all, what's really unique about macarons is that they have these little feet, and then this is the body. So this part should be kind of crusty. This part should be very almost crunchy when you bite it, and then you get to this part which tastes like and feels like meringue. But these 4 macarons just have a texture of bubblegum, and they don't taste anything like macarons. They're not sweet enough. They are just as if there are no eggs in here. That's the thing, because to me macarons taste like meringue, but then these taste like nothing. Well, That's fine. I had to try it. So let's at least see how easily I'll be able to lift them off the mat. Not that easy. Alright guys, yeah, I managed to unstick some of them and they came off pretty easily, like this one. But then some of them just started cracking before I even managed to lift them. There is a whole lot of air here. I have no idea what's going on, but like it's not this what bothers me, but the taste, because I cannot say if I had to try this with my eyes closed, I would never say these are macarons. So I wanted to show you this little tool that I bought at a shop around the corner. It's a piping bag, it's just made of silicone, and the idea is the same. You pour the filling in and then you start piping by pressing this. The downside of this tool is the size. It's very small. So I think that you can put, I don't know, 2 or 3 ice cream scoops of whatever filling you have, and it's already full. So yeah, that's the boring part of it. You need to refill it several times. Alright you guys, here are the macaroons with the chocolate meringue inside. They look really sad. So yeah, like I don't know, I cannot say that I can recommend this mixture. So just keep practicing like I will. I'm going to wait for the temperature to drop under 20 hopefully, and then when I can turn on the oven without getting like a heat attack, I think that I'll try to bake proper macarons from scratch. So yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and this is my first review. If you liked it, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the little bell button so you're notified when I post something new, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye!